Hello guys, this is Pokéland Legend Tips with another video, and today we're gonna be attempting to debrief a little bit the Fairy team in Battle Tower. So what we're gonna be trying to do is of course complete Battle Tower as usual. That's gonna be funny, but we're gonna be using Fairy team, and let's test what's the possibilities, or like I would say substitutions that we can use in the Fairy team. There is a lot of Fairy Pokemons right now. Let's just have a look. You can see here Lele, Coco, Bulu, and whatever. Even Arceus Fairy is there. So there is a lot of possible swaps. So we're gonna see which one is actually working better by testing them in Battle Tower. So of course we always go to the battle tower, try to get whatever buffs there is there. Don't forget the berries, that's something really important. So for the Fairy team, as usual, I mean, you have a buffer which is Fanny, and Diancie is the main damager. Just gonna put her in the middle. Since she really tanks a lot, and we're gonna use the classic, which is Xeranas Fairy, Xeranas Diancie and Finny. So let's see. Of course, the Fairy team is not, I would say, a damaging team such as many would know, but it's a team that has great defenses and has a lot of. You can see here that Diancie won't be really super tanky in the beginning, but as far as the battle goes, and as long as the battle takes, she will become unkillable. So you have to really watch out for her not to just die from the first, I would say, damage. So since this one is a water Pokemon, so we need to switch her into the sides, or else she's just gonna die really easy. Especially that Kyogre is really good against Diancie. So yeah, let's see what else happens. I always forget to use the Bay. It's just super fast. So of course, one of the main attributes of Fae is the amount of buffs they provide each turn. You will see soon enough that their special defenses, their defenses in general are really good. And look at the amount of buffs Xeranas has. He just has a huge, and look at Finny as well. All of them actually have huge buffs. Few teams right now can actually sustain good battle on equal ground with the Fairy team. One of them is Electric actually. Electric is kind of good against Fairy, so we have to watch out. Black being Black and White Kyurem, I wouldn't say that good on equal terms. They are really weak against Faye, that's for sure. I would say Steel Team right now, SLG, is really a good, I would say, a good team against Faye team. Bug team as well with Genesect, that's another good team against Faye team. So these two are basically the wreckers of Faye team. Otherwise, it's really not challenging for Faye out there. So far we've seen that they're pretty tanky as long as you don't meet any teams that have maybe a debuffer such as Reikyu. Reikyu might cause problems even though he's really weak to Fae, but since this team works on the amount of, you see, on the amount of buffs they provide each other, then it's really hard if you just keep losing those buffs. So one of the ways to actually counter these teams is to use a support such as what's his name again, Zigrad 100%, with his ability to debuff. So that's one of the ways. Another one would be using Reikyu, but Reikyu will die really quickly. so that's gonna be a problem, especially against Faye. He will die really quickly. That's that. Another way maybe would be using Mewtwo X, which still buffs. So that would be a good way as well. Other than that, it's really hard to beat a Fae team that just keeps buffing, especially if you have Xeneras there, which makes Finny buff just go wild with its stacks. So it's super hard for anyone else to do that. Another swap that you can basically do is change Diancie for Arceus. That would be something I would say that maybe we should try after this, since it's going to be a little bit different than the current uh, setup. Why? Basically because Diancie gets better as long as the fight goes on. Arceus won't be the same, since he will have to just put him in Fade and explain it. Have a +8. Let's change his accessories. Let's take the Diancie, for example. Here we go. One more to go. So yeah, after each teammate uses one of the abilities, Fair abilities, the Arceus gets speed boost. Not only all of them get a speed boost. So that's something really nice, okay? But the problem is, it's a little bit different than Diancie. Diancie is a little bit tanky and she provides more defense for the team as a whole. Oh my god, I used Diancie, so yeah. But Faye Arceus will provide more speed but won't provide anything else. So it provide more damage in few turns, but more speed, but won't basically buff defenses or whatever. So let's see how he actually fares in a good battle. So of course his best song is not Faye, so you won't be seeing anything such as boost or whatever. But soon enough, of course, you can see that the amount of buffs gonna increase as soon as Xeneras buff. Xeneras is actually a really nice Pokemon that I really would recommend anyone getting, since he buffs defenses a lot and as well as Fury. That's something you really want in a Pokemon. So you see that Arceus is basically, I would say, a good. I mean, if you don't have Diancie, then he's pretty much good. For Diancie, I really like her because it really takes a lot to kill her. I mean, if she can manage to just go few rounds, survive the first few rounds, then she just becomes unkillable. Especially if she makes her Fury, then she gets that shield around her. Then it's, of course, every time you touch her, she gets a buff in her defenses using stamina. That's just super OP. Arceus, yes, not a lot of Pokemon's buff speed, so with Arceus your speed can reach immense levels, but still, after a while, of course, you kind of have to finish the other team or else you will be beaten. While with Diancie, the longer the game takes, the higher are the chances that Diancie will survive. Also, her ability to reflect debuff is just amazing against teams such as Moloetta or whatever. She doesn't like whatever the team does, she stays there. So let's try something else now. Let's try, I mean, this is the last one. So let's see. There is a swap that a lot of people actually like, which is using Coco. And let's see what Coco brings to the team. So let's switch this and use Diancie as well instead. Coco, of course, she's a P attack user. Let's give her some equipments as usual. I mean, I'm just gonna leave her like this actually. She has high speed already, so it's not a problem. And let's put Jansi here, and you will see that Xenenas, whatever his name is, it's the only thing I hear about him is his name. Will leave a huge gap in the Fair team, because mainly he will be we will lose his buffs, and it'll make the team a little bit weaker. But right now we're facing a water team, so it's a good actually idea to use Coco. Here we go. Now you will see that the team will have much higher, I mean, like they have a firepower in the few rounds that is really high, especially if you manage to of course you will lose some buffs, which means the Finny buffs and Coco buff don't stack, but you will still have a lot of damage. Especially that Coco is really fast. I mean, we are not even using any accessories and she's just 10k there. I think this is the last step. Yeah, this is the last one, and we just got some points here, and we're gonna go and of course increase our talents. So I think I'll go for crit. We can't. Then we will go for decrease in damage. Okay, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this. We've basically went through Fair Team today. We will try it in World Series as well and see how it fares. And we will let you know in another video. Cheers, guys.